They ring the bell, and here we go. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. The jab not finding its target. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's a counter shot. Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. How about that time counter shot? Which one of these athletes is gonna be the first to get rocked? The perfect counter lands. Those counter punches have to hurt. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Moves left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Not so tense anymore, trying to loosen things up. I like it. Gonna try and relax a little bit now. Fight a little differently. The perfect. And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, 4, 5.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. There's a counter shot. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Catch and shoot. Oh my, that's a game changer. How did they not go down?
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
He's got a massive reach advantage. Let's see if he uses it.
This is poetry in motion. If you've got a great jab, if you've got a long reach, I know, that was me. I'm admiring what I'm seeing here.
Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. Just missed with that hook.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Nice counter punch right up the middle. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. And that hook misses. Lucky that hook didn't score. Counter right. A perfect counter shot. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. They've got the momentum. And there's the bell to start the round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What a nightmare scenario! The building is going bananas! Will they see a huge upset here? No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A perfect counter shot. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Another scoring shot there. Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Oh my goodness, so that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more, try some stick and move. One punch could change everything in this battle. Catch and shoot. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? There's a counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Not so rigid anymore with the stance. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent...
Big Eddie Hall took a big shot. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. Not a lot of defense here at all. Halfway through the round and it's pretty much even Steven.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Big hook thrown. And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. Oh, my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
I need to see that again.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
So he's going to drop his arms down here. Not sure that's the wisest decision. He misses with that jab. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Weiler, let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that not... And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork or you're going to be a cooked goose.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Quick punch scores. He's going to loosen things up here. Let's see how he does with this fancy footwork. Nice counter shot. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight would say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punch. He's going to go with more footwork now. What do you think of that strategy? take that jab well at all. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Trying to land that jab. Nice counter shot. Can't land that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. There's a counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Remember, with the lighterweights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move, they're fast, they're sharp. It's a hard night's work for the referee.
Can't find a home with that jab. They're both trying for a knockout. A swing and a miss with that jab. We hear that old phrase, are we about to see a first-round knockout? We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable. Drag them, get them
all hands on deck. And they're down just when you thought it couldn't get any worse. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. So it's planned. And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Good right hand. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Those counter punches have to hurt. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
You've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
The corner, and they're down. Would be wise here to take the full 8 seconds. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.